Part 1. White Clouds. Red Wolf Moon. The Flame in the Darkness. Hoarfrost now graces treetops and open fields alike, and an icy chill blown in from the north of Fargus blankets the land. All of Fodlan's creatures begin to settle in for a long winter. The setting sun bathes the full winter coat of every wolf in a foreboding scarlet glow. Hunters can now spread the word that the red wolves are back on the prowl.
AKA Demon Dogs. Oh joy.
That's what we're dealing with. Is there no chance it's an infectious disease?
There are no absolutes in medicine, but the chances are extremely slim. Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or even impossible to wake. With symptoms that varied, there are only a few possibilities. It's either a mixture of poisons or magic, and dark magic at that.
You're talking about Ramire Village, aren't you, Manuela?
Oh my, if it isn't Gerald. Tell me, what was the first thing you heard?
Everything, after you mentioned that it's not likely an infectious disease. My child and I owe the people of Ramire Village. If something's happening there, we must help them.
We scouted the area ourselves. Speak with the knights, hear what they have to say. I must go. Thank you for your help, Manuela.
You know, I'm more than willing to go with you to Ramire Village. After all, I owe you my life. If you'd like, I bet we could even manage the mission all by ourselves. Just the two of us. Professor! A bit of a tease, are we? The girl could get used to this side of you.
Nice try, but I'll be going to the village as well. Enough nonsense. It's time to move out.
As you like. Goodbye, Gerald. Goodbye, Professor.
I'll be in my office making preparations. What about you? If you have the time, it would be helpful if you could go ahead and talk to the knights. Hey, what's wrong? If anything feels off, return to the infirmary. No need to just grin and bear it. Got it?
Ugh, what could have caused such dizziness? I felt it too. Actually, I felt that way before.
Are we going to hear what that is? No.
Yeah, I don't think we received context for that last time, so I never understood.
Well, who's to say it can't be different this time round? On that note, though, hey what the hell? Hey everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses Black Eagle Route. In the last episode, we came out victorious in the battle between the eagle, the lion, and the deer who showed up.
The eagle, the lion, and the wardrobe.
I'm looking at my wife right now with skeptic eyes and also a look of what? Well, let's face it, I've said worse on this channel. In this episode, though, we are going to go around town and we are going to discuss and just talk about the things that are coming up right now, as well as, hopefully, finally, recruiting every character in which we can at this point in the game.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Because if I remember right, Manuela's little jovial note that she mentioned before that cutscene ended, that might be the subtle hint in which would give you the impression that she is looking for something. to do. And no, it's not you. It never will be you.
Yeah, I picked up on that as well. Go talk to the knights. Ooh.
Ooh, will we get something that we are looking for, I wonder?
It all makes sense now.
And I love the fact that she has learned rally magic, because not only is that going to be useful for the people who are in our party right now, but also useful for us. Because we currently need a bit of magic, and we currently need a bit of loving from you, Ingrid. We need all of the lovings, but we really need you to boost Lance at least a little bit more. But now we are just going to be going across the places, and we are just going to be leveling up characters. I will say, however, first things first. One of my major goals is I need to bring Mercy up to speed, because my god, she did not fare well in that fight. She went down way too easily, way too quickly, and it was just disheartening to see. So, I shall make amends. But now, let us talk about the characters in which we got a recruitment for. First off, we got Sylvain. He is pretty much akin to Ingrid, but whereas Ingrid is in the defensive style, Sylvain goes for more offense. As you can see, he has a lance and axe user, and he definitely likes to have a special kinship with magic. So, while Ingrid takes to the sky, Sylvain takes the ground and does dark stuff. Who knows what dark stuff he does. Another character which we got, Lorenz. He is, again, equivalent to what I would say Ingrid is. Again, horseman, lanceman, as well as a bit of reason. For me, I find Lorenz to be a bit of a redundant character regarding in his stats, because literally I've just repeated myself regarding Sylvain, Ingrid, and Lorenz. They don't differ much. In fact, I honestly feel like Lorenz is just a tad worse than Sylvain, because yeah, Lorenz may start off with a good amount of reason, but he doesn't specialize in it like Sylvain does. And he doesn't have as much power in regards to his axe. And yeah, I just feel like Lorenz just lacks a little bit. I'm not going to console your ego. Critique.
I will do better next time.
You better. Not good enough. Oh no, I just find Lorenz stat-wise to be a very weird character. But oh well. Next up is Raphael. We talked about him briefly last episode. In a nutshell though, just to go over things, big brute, slow mover, pretty much akin to Alois. But again, it's also a weird one, because if I compare him to Caspar, whereas Raphael's special ability is that every so often he has the opportunity to heal himself. But at the same time though, Caspar gets healing focus really quickly, so therefore it pretty much makes a healer kind of redundant. I don't know. But hopefully though, we'll learn more about his characters as we go on. I'm not going to change many goals about characters. Group tasks are staying the same, so let's do it. I want to be able to talk to males and make friends with them. My brother always causes such a fuss when I do. Do you have any advice for me? Well, honey, you're Miss Social.
I'm not good at socializing, though.
Splendid!
Apparently, she likes the dishonest answer.
Professor.
Meanwhile, no. Marianne, I love your thinking, but no, we are going to be thinking long term with you. I want you to be a healing knight.
You look unwell. It's because of what happened, isn't it?
Don't speak of it aloud.
You can't change the past. For now, all we can do is use it to our advantage.
I know that. I also know that I must steel myself to ascend the Imperial throne.
Those preparations are going well. Someone is coming.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. Something terrible is happening in Ramire Village. That's where you were when fate sent you our way. This feels preordained.
Are the Knights making progress with their investigation? If what is happening there is by design, there must be someone pulling the strings. There is the Death Knight, of course, and the mysterious mages who were implicated with the Western Church. They showed up when Flame was kidnapped as well, and now there is another strange occurrence near the monastery. It seems an unknown organization hopes to make the monastery its stage for something.
Do you believe that all these incidents are connected, Professor? That is the logical conclusion, but I'm not so sure. It certainly appears that all of the events surrounding the monastery are connected by a single thread. However, I think it's possible that it may just be a result of different motives overlapping. Remember, Professor, if you think of people as simply enemies or allies, it may be impossible to grasp the truth.
Isn't that a little rich coming from you? I don't mean to be on the negative Nancy side, but from what I know of the game, isn't that a little bit, pot calling kettle black?
Yeah.
But oh well. Annette, take us away to a more jovial mood.
Professor, hi. I have a request for you, if that's okay.
Oh my god.
So, I want to take class, please.
And we didn't even need to ask! What?
Really? Oh, thank
What?
you. I'm so happy right now.
So they just do
know
that
I'll be able to learn all sorts of
automatically
things with
then?
your guidance. I can't wait.
I didn't know that! Wow! Annette, you have saved us a job! Thank you! Leonard,
Appreciated.
you suck, but alright, here's some flowers. Watch them wibble and die, we don't care. Good lord.
We'd better get to work. Oh,
I
no.
wonder why it
This
did that.
isn't
Is it because
possible.
she was mission assistant?
Maybe?
Look, Professor.
Or is
we
the
did
game
great.
like programmed to say, look, you've reached the prerequisite, let's just get it over with. I wonder if you don't recruit them during the day. The next like teaching session, it does it by itself. I have no idea, but that's pretty damn cool.
It feels like a freebie.
It does.
Certain I've improved.
And I will say, a bit of a weird camera angle. Also, can I say, this is what I was talking about. Raphael, healing focus. He can heal himself during any point in on the map. So therefore, it makes his special ability kind of redundant. Huh? But oh well. On that note, let's do it. We do have some fights, but that can come later. Next explore, see the sights, see the sounds. Hey, haha, you didn't get that, did you? I got that wrong. I messed up.
What?
See the sounds?
Ah.
I'm an idiot.
I do not know why it is so, but being here makes me feel quite unwell. I am so sleepy and a bit.
That's why I'm kicking my
It is a
legs.
struggle merely to stay
Or
conscious.
also snap back.
Are you feeling the same? And yet, it feels familiar. As though pulled from a corner of my memory. From a time long ago. I simply cannot fathom it.
That's probably just last playthrough talking.
I remember another you.
Yeah. You were weird. You had long hair and other things. You had different protrusions. Let's put it that way. Hello, fond art. So now, I'm kind of looking forward to this, because how many people can we get now? Speaking of which, we can get some plants. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We will be the most resourceful house in the land, and they will love us. Manuela.
I know you figure
Hey.
medicine and magical healing are two ways to do the same thing, but it's way deeper than that. Medicine is all about preventing infection and suppressing symptoms with, well, medicine. That's probably obvious. But magical healing is focused on closing up wounds faster, raising a body's vital energy. Stuff like that.
Now this is what I was talking about at the start of the start of the episode. To Manuela's subtle hint, she's offering to go with you. I take it.
Hello, Professor. I know that look in your eye. You want to ask me a favor. You want me to help out with your class, right? You just say the word, and I'll help however I can. Don't worry about it. You're just starting out as a teacher, right? It's only natural for those of us with more experience to help the younger generation. I know you've medicine, but
Just like Shamia, there is no need for stat requirements. Once you get to a certain story prompt, you're there.
The glory.
The glory. The glory of getting a hot MILF. Yep, I just said that. I mean, come on. Do you feel like the internet sees that as otherwise? Oh no, I see Manuela as a very artistic and a very subtle and a very nice young lady.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, except that Tomas departed the monastery and has yet to return. Consider that reported. He's been gone for periods of time before and has always returned, so I'm not too worried. Still, I wonder what in the world he's doing out there.
Wow. Wow. I'm sorry, I don't remember that being there. Kind of feels weird. Alright, apparently the guy didn't like it. It didn't like me saying that. Hey! Are you a cat by a shrine? My god.
You know, Professor, the tournament fish and the meal we indulged in after the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? Why, all of the food I've eaten in this monastery has been absolutely delectable. Every last bite of it.
Food really is the only thing you think about, huh?
Hardly. I think about all sorts of things.
Oh, like tomorrow's menu, for instance? I have a request.
I will do that, but not yet. We still have some things to do and some self-preparation to do.
Professor, do you ever wish you could return to your life as a mercenary?
What do we say?
I don't know.
Do we say what she wants to hear?
Is that so? I suppose you have become accustomed to your new line of work. This month's assignment will again take you outside of Garrickmock, to Ramire Village. It was in Ramire that you first met Alois and the rest of his order, was it not? Half a year has come and gone since then. How quickly time passes.
I guess you say that. But also, can I say, and I probably skipped over this during our first playthrough, but I honestly missed the fact that Ramaya Village was where we first started in the game. I didn't get that fact until just now, but oh well.
Professor, Captain Gerald just told me. Ramire Village is in a bad way, right?
The situation there is worrying, yes. But tell me, how was your vertigo?
Are you not feeling okay? You should get some rest.
If you must go to the village, make sure you're in good health before we depart.
Dad, it's a month away. If I'm sick for a month, consider me dead. You know what? Actually, no. In this current climate, I'm probably gonna say that. My bad.
The knights go out from Garreg Mach to take on all kinds of other duties. I'd sure like a job like that one day. Then again, I don't know. Serving Lady Rhea here is pretty good.
I could be her footrest.
It doesn't look like we can recruit him, like you said.
Well, figures that much. However, there is still two people in that sense, who we have yet to see and yet to try out.
I thought we might make it through last month in peace. But no, another incident just had to arise, didn't it? If only this debacle had to do with crests, why, I'd have gone and dealt with it in an instant. Professor,
And just like Manuela,
I've been watching your class activities, and I wondered if you might desire my help. Just say the word, and I'll pitch in. Of course, I have to be truthful. It's all just a ploy to make it easier to research your crest. Feel free to call on me anytime. I'll be happy to lend a hand. And then you can help out with my class, too. It's a joke, Professor. I'd never put a burden on you, a first-year teacher.
that's fine. I do better than you anyway. Who's leading the house now, idiot? Also, can this now technically be classed as Manuela and Hanneman leaving their houses and officially joining us?
Yeah.
Leaving the Blue Lions and Golden Deer without nothing?
Of the 4 or 5 years since I started here, this is certainly the busiest.
It was 4. I've been here 5.
What's a year here or there? Don't be petty now, Shamir.
You count your enemies the same way.
Ladies, great conversation.
If I take care of them quickly, what does it matter how many there are?
Jesus, mocking me.
Oh, sorry. We didn't mean to ignore you, Professor.
As you were saying, it's been a busy year. There never seemed to be enough hands for the work.
That reminds me. Do you have that thing? If you do, we want it.
Want? No, we need it. Give it to me, not her.
Hey now, I'm the one who brought it up. We may be friends, but that's just rude.
I think that guy might want it. I think that guy might want it. Whatever it is, I have no clue. My God. I like how all three of us are just staring and hoping he goes away. Oh, this is great. Running in the 90s. Oh God. And here starts a quest. Upon quests. Upon quests.
It was 4. You count.
If I take...
As you were saying.
That reminds me.
Want?
Hey now.
I have a favor to ask.
However, this is one of the weirder quests in the entire game. You have an option on who you give it to. The result? Do you like a silver sword or a silver bow? The results pretty much mean nothing except if you want those weapons and if you care about affinity with either Shamir or Catherine. Up to you.
Let me consider. Professor, what have you got there? My goodness, that is just what I've been looking for. I can offer nothing more than this, but I do ask that you consider trading with me. I am in your debt, Professor.
Now, here's the weird thing about this particular quest. Yep, it's a Kararuria Pigeon quest about taking one item and then trading with another. And it's so weird.
Hey, wait a minute. What you've got there, isn't that...
It's like the
Please,
Ed, Ed and Eddie
would you let me
episode.
have it? Here, I'll give you this in return. Fantastic. Thanks, Professor. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
Fire amulet in Fire Emblem. Ha. Also, one weird thing I'd like to note there really quickly. Did you notice that for a second? When we got the gift and gave it to Hanneman, we got no affinity boosting from that. However, giving it to Manuela gives you plus 1 point with her. This side quest is very weird because it doesn't outright say, yes, every time you gift it, it means you get better friendship points. And this does bring up a question in which I'm kind of asking you, Alice, as well as the audience.
Well done.
When a game like throws out a concept or a game design or just like a gimmick and then immediately discards it, what are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like it's fun because it's brief and unexpected, or do you feel like it's a missed opportunity and they could have done more of it and it's just wasting time?
The latter.
Professor, I
Really?
picked this up, but... Oh hey, it worked out perfectly. Want to trade me what you're holding for it? Thanks, Professor. This is great.
I'll give this to Ray and then she can step on me again.
I mean, if it's just like a one-off thing that never gets touched again, it just seems weird to include it in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with you there. Variety is the spice of life, but I'd like to have something that's got a bit a cohesiveness and comes back and plays a part in something.
Because if it's important, it would be fine, but otherwise it'd just be a side questy.
Do you feel like it's a case of just throwing things at a wall and just seeing what sticks?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can understand that.
I could use your help.
Oh God.
I think this is Rhea.
Uh-huh. Okay, I know we're carrying around things for different people, but for God's sake, we could not carry a pigeon.
Hello, Professor. What's that you've got there? Would you mind trading it with me for this? Oh, thank you so much. I'll be sure to take great care of it.
Path of Dawn.
I think it said Oath of Dawn? Either way, Oath, Path. I like how they're putting it sort of rare references there.
Mm-hmm. Fire Amulet, not Fire Emblem.
Nintendo, please re-release Path of Radiance.
It was it half a year.
Do it. You won't.
I appreciate this.
I appreciate this. Yes, I will marry you. Wait, what? That wasn't from me. It was for another creep.
Professor? It's about that thing you have there. If it's not too much of a bother, would you trade it for this? Thank you so much. I'll treasure it forever.
Path of Dawn. Path of Rate. Oh, is that like a mix of? Is that a mix of the Ike games? Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, Path of Dawn. Ha 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 ha. I'll give you points for that game.
That's a nice thing you have there, Professor. Don't
It's a
suppose you're
shame
planning
something
on
would have
using
happened to
yourself.
it.
Why don't you trade it for this?
That sounded so suspicious, didn't it?
Excellent doing business with you, Professor.
That's a nice thing you
I've
have,
always
Professor.
wanted to say that.
You are pretty much on the same line is Hubert. That's a nice life you have, Professor. It's a shame if it were to come to a slow, painful, and tragic end.
Is there one you prefer?
Not really. I mean, if we're going like objectively speaking, we've got Shamir in our party already, so going to Catherine would be the beneficial choice, but I feel like we gave it to her last route. So honestly, it's really up to you. I ain't fussed.
You brought it, Professor? Hand it over and I'll make it worth your while.
How? You can't even afford your own drinks. Give it here. You won't regret it.
Excuse me, I asked first. Why don't we let the professor decide? Her? What a letdown.
You made the right choice. Here's your reward. I'll let you borrow it later, Catherine, if you quit sulking. Thanks.
Luckily, however, you don't get a decrease with Catherine.
Yeah.
So thank God for that.
Of the 4, it was 4. You can't.
Speaking of which, though, damn it, Catherine, must we get you alone? Apparently, we do. Now, that said, we just gotta do one more quick little thing for people around the monastery, and that'll be all good.
Impressive.
To go.
Thanks.
Now Ray knows my secret. I'm gonna be executed the next day. Great. Awesome. But now that I feel like we're at the turning point of the game, I say that because things are gonna get pretty damn tense now. I'm hoping and praying to God that we now get to move on with the plot between us, Edelgard, the Black Eagles, and everyone in general. Because I appreciate all of the characters' interactions. I love seeing the different perspectives. I will say it though, I do not like the fact that you still gotta play through like what a good chunk of the game to start seeing even like a slight change in like script or cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's a big ask. But still though, our roster is growing and growing. So now we can only wait and see who else is gonna join our party. It better be you, pretty boy.
Yeah, you just get it. That looks appetizing.
Like us, damn it. Love us even!
Eating delicious food.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh, my favorite delicious food! Much better than the crappy food.
Yeah.
I guess all we can do now is just focus on who likes what.
This is a wonderful dish.
I appreciate any good meal.
You had to cut off that, didn't you?
Yeah.
You had to cut off that. This is a wonderful dip. Yes, Manuela? Want to finish that sentence, Manuela?
Oh.
What kind of delicious dip was it? Please indulge. Please explain to me how it was delicious. How was the texture? How did it go down? What led to the events of you trying that delicious thing that will not be named? Was it perhaps after a few drinks? Because, you know, there's nothing like a good meal after a few drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this dish.
I go back to my previous comment. What a MILF! I've said that twice in the same night. My God, what is my life? Yeah, good idea. I should probably just sing to the goddess and just says, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But as the bell tolls, we get support. Let's see what we can do.
None with us, it seems.
Oh, does no one like us anymore? Well, fine. I see how it is. But we do have one more opportunity to get some more friends.
I heard.
Wanna be in my house?
Yes, I'm actually there.
What is with you?
But I thought she would be the easiest.
You are a needy little girl. Good Lord. You never changed, Lasifia. You were the last person we recruited in our first playthrough. And I hate to imagine you're gonna be the same way now.
You know, but why?
Oh, right. Join me for some training. I might.
Listen, Dust Boy, I want you in our house. Forget Fidget. Just get in our house. Yes, I know that's a deep dig on the voice actor, but you get what I mean. And that's it, isn't it? That's all we can do. It's literally Lasifia and Felix, the most difficult and awkward people in their respective houses.
Yeah.
Need
Great.
something, Professor? I was just asking Monica here to be less demanding of Lady Edelgard's time.
Hey, it's not like I'm bothering her. Sorry for the ruckus, Professor. Please don't worry about it too much. Nothing to worry about here.
I wish you would worry about it a little more.
We're not suspicious. Not at all.
Yeah.
Nope. Nothing sinister going on here. My God, you're creepy.
Yeah.
Hunting? Really? There's no way I can do this. Goddess, why couldn't I have stayed in today?
Bernadetta, is this a trouble you are having? I heard that the duty to hunt is yours today.
The duties all got assigned while I was holed up in my room.
Do not be worrying. I can show you the way to hunt well.
Oh, okay then.
When you see a beast, you are thinking of it as an enemy. That is how prey thinks. You must think of the beasts as food. That is how the hunter thinks.
So it's not an enemy, it's food. But, how is it food when it's still alive?
You pick the vegetables from the field. Those have life too. It is the same. You take a blade in your hand and take the lives of the vegetables. You cut their stalks and harvest without mercy. They do not scream, but you are still their killer.
Killer?
Fruit ripens and falls to the ground. The seeds sprout and a new life is born. That is life's cycle. It has cruelty, yes, but you must end life to eat. You must be killing to be living.
Maybe, but I don't know if I want to be some kind of vegetable murderer.
It is the same for rabbits, deer, pheasants. The only difference being that they cannot cry out. You must do what you must do to be living in this world. It is your task.
A task? Yes, just a task. A completely mindless task.
Feel it. There, in the grass. Prey is moving, just like a vegetable in the wind. Give it an arrow, just like you would give a vegetable a blade. It is just your task.
Right. That makes sense. It's just like cutting a stem.
You are now a hunter. You have learned how to hunt.
I am? I have? Oh, good! What a relief.
You have understanding now, I can tell.
Great! Leave it to me! I'll hunt down my prey just like they're vegetables.
I have belief in you.
Aw, thanks, Petra. I can do this! Make way for Huntmaster Bernie!
Have luck, Bernie.
Ow! What? No! Stay back! I'm sorry, Mr. Rabbit, I didn't mean it! Why are you the one chasing me? Ow!
Bernie got bitten by a rabbit. And yet she beat Felix. How does this game work?
Yeah.
Game, why do you do what you do?
Dorothea, I want to be asking you a question.
Oh, please do.
Why have you come to Garreg Mach? Is your goal different from the rest?
Yes, I suppose. Everyone here is an heir or an heiress, but not me. I'm just a commoner. When I enrolled in the Officers' Academy, I was different than everyone else. I wanted to secure my future, and my big idea was to marry money. Ever since, I've been dating different, terribly well-to-do men, searching for a good one. So far, there's been no reason for a second date.
Marrying money? That is not sounding like a good idea. Money would be a bad husband.
Pretty much.
But you treat me well. I have so much gratitude. Well, why do you show me such friendliness when I am not money?
Oh, no, Petra. This isn't like that. I like spending time with friends. It's wonderful being friends with you. And I hope we can stay close for a long time to come.
Yes, I have that hope too. But I have also been thinking of who is good for me.
Oh, I see.
And still I am thinking we should be friends.
Oh, I know why. Because we're both trouble for Imperial nobility.
Yes, we both have troubles.
Feels nice, doesn't it? Knowing that together we can irritate that many people. Since we've already got a lot in common, let's get to know each other better, shall we?
I'm just gonna say this now. The woman like Dorothea can't get a date. What?
Hey, Raphael. You heard a train?
Hey, Caspar! You work your muscles almost as much as I do.
Of course. Everyone knows that if you skip a day, you lose 3 days of work.
Ain't that the truth? Let's get to it then.
That's probably enough for today.
You might be right. I'm exhausted.
You know, I really envy you, Raphael. You're huge.
I know I'm big. Everyone knows that. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not very big, but I've always wanted to be. That's why I train so much. I just don't know how to bulk up.
Is that all? I know how to fix that.
Really? You gotta show me.
Follow me.
Huh? You just led me to the dining hall.
That's right. Now sit down and eat up.
We're just gonna eat?
Yep. Eating's the best way to get bigger. You gotta eat, and you gotta train. Doing both enough, and you're sure to grow.
Well, I always thought I was a pretty big eater, but maybe I wasn't eating enough? Or not often enough?
Probably both. Look at my plate compared to yours. Now this is a meal.
Whoa, your plate looks like a mountain. If that's what I gotta do, then I'm gonna eat until I can't anymore. I'll eat until there's no food left.
That's the spirit. Come on, let's go clear out the pantry.
Let's do it. I'm gonna eat till I can't move.
Oh, that's gonna go swimmingly. Well, we're all gonna die from starvation.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. But I guess we'll have to wait until next episode until we inevitably die from starvation. What a thing to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
But in that note, guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this episode, then please be sure to like it. If you want to starve, then by all means, dislike the video. Okay? But if you want to subscribe to see more content like this, then please be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you all next time, in which we are going to be going out and taking on a few paralog missions. One of which is personal to one of our newest recruits. So then, guys, we'll see you next time.